Alrighty, welcome back to your Martinsville-Henry County's only daily newscast. It's Dustin Staples greeting you off the camera here. We're going to pop up on Kramer King just a second, but again, we hope you've enjoyed your day so far and enjoy the nice, mild weather because we have some changes coming at play for us later this upcoming week because the potential for a little wintry weather, like I said earlier, that there's a possibility we may see a little bit of some icing. Not a major concern for our area right now. Computer models are hinting at a little bit of just a brief shot of some wintry mix, but anyway, we'll talk more about that as we get closer to our 5-day. But tonight, you're worried about what's happening right now. Our temperatures here are going to be staying in the 20s, and a lot of our hometowns are going to be staying in the 30s out here. So if you're planning on doing anything out here tonight, I will say please bundle up there. We have some 20s here for our friends in Patrick County, Ararat there, Claudeville outside of Stewart there, coming in at 30 degrees. As you come towards the city of Martinsville now, coming in at 26 right there. 25 Ridgeway. Again, we'll see a developing of mix of clear skies overnight tonight, so I'm not projecting any rainfall to move in for us this evening, but do know we will see a chance of some clouds increasing for majority of our hometowns tonight. And again, a lot of you are probably wondering, is this average? Yes, sort of, kind of. We're getting right where we need to be for the month of December. And I mean, you know, you see these overnight lows staying in the 20s right now. You're like, man, it definitely feels like wintertime. And sure enough, it is winter to say the least as well. So if you're trying to make any plans as you get ready for the upcoming day on your Tuesday there, a lot of our temperatures are going to feel like December. The average high is actually 53 degrees, so we're going to be running a little bit below normal for this time of the month, but let's not complain about that just yet because I know a lot of our freezing weather lovers are going to be coming at that. Anyway, 48 in Ridgeway tomorrow. We have 45 here in the city, in the county. 46, same story, in Oak Level, 44 Ferrum, 46 and Ararat as well. 47 is then Woolwine, so maybe take a ride up towards the Parkway, up towards Route 8, heading up towards Ferrystone Park Highway, any towards those general, or excuse me, Ferrystone Park, I believe it is the name of that road. I was just on that the other day. I should know that by heart. But anyway, highs are going to be in the mid-40s up towards Rocky Mount and Boone's Mill as well. We do see clouds increasing late tomorrow night because we have that wintry potential moving on in later in the week. But again, my rating tomorrow here in the city, not a bad day to complain out there. Again, high 45 with a low of 26, giving it a 7 out of 10 tomorrow. So if you're doing anything out and about, just do know it's going to feel definitely like winter for sure. We're going to see those temperatures not freezing cold, but again, it's going to feel more like late December and early January. Like I said, our average high for this time of the month is right around 53 degrees. So if you do have plans, to be out and about for your Tuesday, you're going to be needing that coat as well. As we take a look at the important 5-day forecast, because I know a lot of you are wondering, Dustin, what are you forecasting for our region? Well, here's the deal. We have a lot of wet weather moving in again, but the good news is I'm not expecting this to be a complete washout. Well, I am forecasting a washout for Thursday, but again, you see here for tomorrow, not a bad day out there. Just do know, bundle up because we will see those temperatures staying pretty cool at night. A low of 27 right there. Pretty frosty start, indefinite. You maybe had to do some scraping early this morning. I sure did, just a little bit on my car as well. So Wednesday, we're going to see that front system start to move in, get settled in our region. Highs staying in the 40s out there, so not even getting near normal anyway. And again, yes, this little icon, you're probably saying, what the heck is that there? That is the potential. Like I said, a little bit of chance of some freezing rain mixing in. It's going to be very brief if you see any precipitation. Right now, there is expecting a possibly just maybe a glaze expected towards Patrick County. So those folks up towards Woolwine, up towards Ararat, near that general direction. North Franklin County could see a little bit of the precipitation. I think our folks here in the city should be pretty okay for that and well. But once we get past that cold morning on Thursday, we'll see an all wet day event high coming in at 42. So the coldest daytime of high we've had in quite a while out there as well. And that rain will be heavy at times, so we may see a little bit of flooding potential. And I know there's several band concerts. We're going to be heading out to some of the basketball games this coming up week, so stay tuned for that. So I'm sure Chad will be so thrilled to see rain icons coming up for basketball. But anyway, let's move on to the weekend, getting ready started for Friday. We will see a lot of that sunshine continue to move on for us, a high of 51. Again, there'll be a breezy conditions behind the front moving on through. It'll bring a much cooler weather as you see here. So we'll get near normal for Friday with a mix of sun and clouds. And again, our overnight low staying in the low to mid 20s out there. So a very frigid start is in the making for us as you get your day started on your Saturday. Of course, we are not covering parades this weekend. So that's a good news on our part, right? But there is a lot of events still happening, whether if it's local vendors. I'm not sure. I believe we're starting to wrap things up on that note as well. So I will say if you're planning on doing anything this weekend, just bundle up, maybe go out and get your Christmas shopping early. I need to get mine started. I'm the victim to say that, so I'm guilty enough to get that saying, hey, I need to do some to-do listing on myself as well. So take advantage of it. Tomorrow, like I said, we'll recap that. We'll see a mix of clouds and sun to start the day, and then later in the afternoon, we'll see some thin weather clouds start to filter in our region, and that rain will be off and on Wednesday. It's not until, like I said, Wednesday night, we got to keep a close eye on it going into Thursday morning, because right there, we may have a little bit of a potential of an icy brief shot of some wintry mix, and then it most likely turns all over to a cold rain on Thursday, and then we begin to dry out for the upcoming weekend. So if you're heading to any basketball games this week, like I said, we'll be at a few of them and doing all of those concerts, band concerts, all that stuff. It's going to be cold, it's going to be wet midweek, and then the reward is for the weekend, especially on Friday. So if you have any recess plans for kids, I would highly suggest you stay indoors. Make them kind of get their own creativity. I know this also is the time of the year where the state testing is underway, so maybe your kiddos are studying for those this week and going into the next week, as I believe Henry County schools are scheduled to get out early a week from tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I'm not the superintendent, so don't listen to my words. I just tell you what I think I know is right, especially with the weather. I'm always right with the weather, right? So anyway, enough of my time here for you. Stay tuned. We have a lot more programming coming up your way with sports.